No 5Ks, no 10Ks, no any K. Just a mile. That was it. Then I joined the Army, and they're crazy. They like running. Drill sergeants can run, they never sweat. Like, what is wrong with these folks? So I started having to, you know me, I don't want the drill sergeant to be better than me, so I started running. And then I realized that, hey, I can run a mile, I can run 5 miles, I can run 10 miles, I run a marathon. And then I realized that I can run pretty good. I mean, I had run a mile all my life, and so running was easy for me. But I'll never forget running a marathon in Fulda, Germany. You've heard about the Fulda Gap, if you know anything about history, the Soviet Union, the East Germans, and there was this area in East Germany and West Germany that was mountainous, and right between those mountains was a valley. They called it Fulda, and it was a gap in those mountains. And on either side of the Iron Curtains, the East Germans on one side and the West Germans on the other, they're guarding this gap because the only way you can get tanks from one side to the other is to go through that gap. I ran a marathon in the Fulda Gap from Berlin, Germany. I drove from Berlin, which is flat, to like Texas, to the Fulda Gap, which is nothing but mountains. Well, I hadn't seen any mountains in 3 years in Berlin. And I get there, and I'm driving to the start point, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, I'm driving up these hills, and I wonder where the marathon's going to be held. Lucky me. I realized that we started running, we ran 5 miles downhill. It was great. It was awesome. But now I'm a leader. I'm thinking, if I'm going down, I'm going to have to go up. At some point, I got to go back and finish. So we down the hill through these little towns, and it's just awesome. But then I come out of this one little town, and I come around a house, and in front of me is the mountain that I just ran down. And I've got 7 miles to go. And I was hurting. I was really hurting. I wanted to stop. I wanted to quit. There was a lot of things I wanted to do, but I kept saying to myself, and I think you were commenting on this, something like this. I knew that I could take just one more step. When I was trying to lean into that hill, and my mind would say to me, stop, you can't go any further, I'd take one more step, just one more step. And every time my foot would hit, I'd say, just one more, Alan, just one more. Don't stop, just one more. And I made it through the Fulda Marathon. It wasn't my fastest time, but all of my times have been under 3 hours, just so you know, a schmuck's not talking to you about this. So under 3 hours, even that one. My point to you is, as a leader, you've got to be able to get people in circumstances like COVID and just where, growth, and we're just challenged to push through a little bit more. You got to get people who are willing to say to themselves, and not have you to say it, we can do one more step. We can do one more car. We can do one more customer, just one more. So how do you get them to have that type of a mindset? Well, it starts with you. It starts with how you view being a leader. Because if you're not there taking the one step, they won't take it. If you won't go to battle for them, they will not go to battle for you. If you won't take one more step for them, they won't take one more step for you. If they don't believe that you'll take a bullet for them, I don't think they're going to be racing to take a bullet for you. It's one more step. They need to see that in you.